world is proud that it's true. Only champions stand out. Will it be you? Tools, systems, knowledge in your hand. Become a champion of your real estate brand. The journey starts here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? The journey starts here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Welcome everybody. As you're coming in, we are excited to see each and every one of you. Appreciate you coming out. And I know you guys are all ready to build, and that is why you're here. So we appreciate it. We want to do a little bit of housekeeping. If you guys could, please mute your microphones while we are doing our thing around here. We want to make sure our presenters have the mics. What we do want to do from you is utilize that chat feature, my friends. So if you guys could, let's drop out where you're from. I know we've got people from all around the world on this one. So open up the chat and put where you're at. And let's see. I'm
Let
anxious.
us know where you're from. Oh, what?
I see Jeff from Texas. He's here, man. I'm excited to see Jeff. Thanks for showing up, man. Marcy is here. Look at you. Alicante, Spain, win the house. We've got Europe. Look at Madrid. Sophie, welcome. Coach B, look at you're plugging in as well. Love it. I know we've got Chile over here, south side of Indiana, Washington is with Josh. Man, you guys are great. So love the energy, you guys. So keep putting that energy into the chat. All right, we're going to be doing our best. Oh, Orlando, Florida. We can't forget
All
Steve.
right,
Pugh, of course.
Orlando.
Woo! Keep filling up that chat. I'm going to do my best to keep up with that. Ask questions as we can. If we're not able to answer your question, my friends, we will get back to you in an email. So just keep plugging them away. I'm going to be making notes and making sure it's good. So without further ado, let's get ready to build, you guys. You have poured the foundation already and you have laid it down. You've business planned, right? Or if you haven't, that's okay. We'll cover that basis too. We've laid the foundation. Now it's time to build that structure and let's build going up. All right. Let's build your brand. Let's build your business. And who better to help build than Coach B? Birgit Beal, take it over, my friend.
Let's do this thing. I'm sure a lot of you have had the chance to do any kind of business planning within the last days, last weeks or so. Why we got to get 2026 in motion. So we have planned it. So let's actually build it. So this is going to be rapid fire, 90 minutes, some really cool information and also breakout room with implementation. So hopefully you have your business plan ready or some version of it. Pen and pencil, and we are ready to go. So we're going to start off with, I think, Stephen. So today's about building, not planning, because we're done with planning. And so we are ready to go for today. Our brain, I would just preface it this way, our brain loves to plan, because when we plan, we actually don't have to do. And so let's get actually in a place where we can start moving forward. You're going to start off with Steve. Steve, you're going to come on here with me, and we're going to do a little panel style and talk to you a little bit about what makes things tick in your business and how you do it. There's some amazing experience here in this group, and I want to share it with everybody.
Absolutely. Good afternoon, everybody. Birgit, it's a pleasure to be here with you. Absolutely,
Nice to see
for sure.
you. I want you to start by just telling us a little bit. Who are you, Steve? Real quick.
Who am I? That's the eternal question. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Steve Pugh, I'm a team lead, a broker associate out of Orlando, Florida, still in production. I am a Christian. I am a father of 5. And golly, I used to have locks of flowing hair like Jason Justak, but that went away. And I have embraced my bald side. But who else am I? I'm just somebody who wants to grow and learn. And I'm on an eternal quest to continue to do that, right? If you think you're done, you're done. And some would say I'm borderline obsessive, but the more I can get better, the more I can help people in my world get better, right? And just show up better for other people. So that's who I am.
All right, that's awesome. So of course, we're going to go and talk to you in a very quick way about time management and some of the strategies and things that you have learned over the years about managing your time in the best possible way. So give us all your brain nuggets.
Wow. Way to put the pressure on me, Birgit.
There
Time
is no
management.
pressure.
Okay, so this is something I struggled with for many, many years, right? I've been in the business about 28 years. For the first 15 years of my career, I just repeated year one over and over again, right? Until I started to get purposeful from E to P, right? Entrepreneurial to purposeful. And part of that purposefulness included time management, which is still a work in progress for me, but it's better. So it's protecting that time, right? It's focusing on things that are going to drive the needle instead of getting caught up in tornado activities, making a great Canva image, checking your email. All these things are important, but if production is what you want and you want to help buyers and sellers, you've got to focus on things that are going to drive the needle. As an agent, we have a job description. There's only 5 things: lead generation, lead follow-up, script and role play, go on appointments, and go to closings. That's it. That is your job description, right? That's what you need to focus on. So stay out of the tornado activities. Hopefully I still have you guys. You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are here.
So stay out of the tornado activities until you've done your most difficult job. You ever read the book, Eat That Frog? If you get the book, Eat That Frog, read it.
Eat the frog first.
Yes.
Okay,
So
awesome.
yeah, go ahead.
No, you keep going. If you want to ask something else, you just keep going.
I haven't done it. I have some different things that I do to try to protect my time, right? You got to say no to say yes. But now I have my time blocks and I try to protect it as ferociously as I can. I'm not letting people invade that time. I'm not going to get a haircut. Funny. There you go. I'm not going to get an oil change, right? Until my job, my part-time job is done. So whatever contacts look like to you, real estate can't be packaged or put in a box, right? It's not, I'm not saying it's all about cold calling, but it's definitely about talking to people. And that a contact is a two-way conversation. You've got to send somebody, if you send somebody a text, you get one back. Now that's a contact. So whatever that looks like to you, you need to be making your contacts. Real estate is a math game. I never understood it. And that's all it is a math equation, right? And one thing a business partner of mine does, which I don't advocate, but he will come into his office and to make sure he gets his lead generation done, he will take his pants off, hand them to his secretary so he can't leave the room. And he has no way out of the room until his lead generation is done. So that is one way, right? That is one way to protect your time. Another thing that I will do is I have a little note that I will put up. I will flip it up and it basically says, is that lead gen with a question mark? Because it helps you catch yourself, right? With doodling and getting caught up in tornado activities. So
Love that,
the most important math you can do, last thing, Birgit, and I'll shut up.
That's
The
okay.
most important math you can do is the future cost of your current decisions, right? That is the most important math you can do because what you're putting off is going to cost you in the long run.
That's a good one. That's a good
The most
nugget.
important math you can do is the future cost of
decision.
your current decisions.
Yeah, I love that. That is such a good one. Okay, so what's the takeaways here? Takeaways are shave your head, leave your pants at the door, and I don't know God, what the other one is.
Yeah,
But
this business planning went on a whole different tangent. There you go.
But yeah, you dropped some awesome nuggets in there. So I have one last question for you. I don't know where we're on time, so that's Jason's job. When you look over the past 3 years, when it comes to time management, what's one shift that has created the biggest leap for you when you think of being protective of your time?
Oh my gosh, that's so difficult, Birgit. Probably color coding my calendar and just it's habitual, right? So if you're not used to checking a calendar, you may make it, right? And then you may look at it for a couple of days and then forget about it and not look at it again. So, I mean, if you erase something on your calendar, you got to replace it. I would probably start with something paper and pen rather than going virtual at first because it's going to help you look at it. But it's just color coding those time blocks. So green is for money-making activities, lead generation. My red is for appointments. And then my blue stuff is for meetings and trainings. So that's the way I have it structured.
Awesome. And how do you remind yourself of actually looking at your calendar? Speaking of, we look at it, we build, we plan for it, and then we forget it. So how do we put that into practice with actually building it?
That's
So
a
we have
great
to remember.
question. That's a great question. I think what helped me is having it on pen and paper first or pencil and just utilizing that and writing things in on a planner. And then that got habitual and I was able to transpose it to digital.
Yeah.
So it's something that I look at the night before.
Okay, I love that. So make it visual,
Mhm.
keep it in front of you, just like the
Yes.
basics of your business plan. If you, however you map out your business plan and try and bring that back
Yeah.
to, let's say, the conversations that you need to have, that's really the only thing that you need to know to move your business plan forward and build that business. So if it helps put your actual schedule visually in front of you so you can execute on it and just doesn't stay a plan.
It's so important too. I think as realtors, we think we always have to be available. And if we don't answer the phone, we're going to miss a deal. But my business hasn't suffered. I've protected my time. I've set the expectations on my voicemail. People know they can't reach me between 8:30 and 1. I set the expectations. People understand that. They respect me for it. And I was going to tell you guys something else. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that we get worried that if we don't answer the phone, but as I said, my business hasn't suffered at all. So protect that time. You have to. That's what I was going to tell you. You don't get to walk into your doctor's office or your lawyer's office and walk right back and see them anytime you want. What makes it any difference for us, right? You need an appointment, right? If you look at your dollar per hour, probably you're anywhere between 50 to $100 per hour. Make that time count.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's so good to remember. We have to be protective of our time instead of allowing everybody else just to take advantage of that time.
Yeah.
And we feel like we have to respond because of course we would like to have that deal. But sometimes we know the difference between do we have to respond right now or I see you, I got you, and I will get to you later.
Hmm.
Do you have time for one more question, Jason? Okay, awesome. For you, where did clarity come from? Planning or doing?
Planning.
You'll get that one too, Ian, when it's your turn. So
Hopefully I passed the test. Could you have started with Ian first, but planning, yeah.
no, it's all yours.
Clarity is kindness too. And I think the simpler the plan, the easier things will be for you next year. You need to attach to the process, not the outcome, right?
I love
So
it.
when we attach to the process, it's just a simple daily plan that you execute on. And then by doing that for 90 days, you're gonna see this isn't anything groundbreaking, guys. This is just what I mean. The results that you're seeking are in the activities you're avoiding. So do those activities, make a simple plan, execute, and in 90 days from now, your world will look completely different.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. So try something, do it, try something, adjust,
Yeah.
evaluate, adjust it, try again, adjust it again if you have to, evaluate it, see what's working, what's not, but just keep doing, right? It's about doing and having imperfect, I think we said it this morning, imperfect steps in the direction that you want to go, perfectly imperfect steps, and that's okay.
Oh yeah.
So takeaways, keep it in front of you, keep moving, make it simple, have a simple plan, have that in front of you, and follow the steps. So if all you need to know that today I need to make, let's say, I need to connect with 5 people, whether that's on a cold call or which I always call I don't know you yet calls. I like that so much better than cold calls. Or
Hmm.
sphere of influence,
Love that.
connect, and that's all you need to know. 5. That's all you have to have on a sheet of paper. And if you do that activity, you're on track with your business plan. That's off by sometimes first week of December or first week in January goes in a drawer, and then we don't look at it again. Right. So
Mhm.
it's those micro pieces that we have to tease out that actually go is the things that we need to do on a daily basis.
Yeah. Can I say one more thing? I'm done. Just going back to attaching the process.
Wait a minute, guys. Can you say one more thing? Can I get a hands up or thumbs down? No, we want to
Thanks,
hear one more
Ian.
thing, Steve.
Who thinks I still get hung up on if I'm cold calling? Yeah. Who thinks that I've been cussed out in the last week? Right. But you have to have that time on task. Does it feel good? No, it's almost like a hit to your ego. But when you attach to the process and not the outcome, that's when things change. So I just wanted to let everybody know. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Awesome. And yeah, it totally feels like a hit to the ego. And so we have to work on setting that aside and say, it's okay. You are entitled to your thoughts and your opinion, and I get to choose how I want to react to it? Do I want to react in a way that allows my business to move forward? Or do I want to react so I sit on the couch, Netflix, and let the day just go by?
Yeah.
You
And
know?
I try to see it, Birgit, as if someone comes from that type of position, then what's going on in their life? For them to like react and lash out like that, then you just got to pray for them, right? There's something going on
Yeah,
in their world.
absolutely. We'll just let them
Yeah.
go and we kind of put some good vibes out there for them because we don't know what's going on in their
Yep.
life. And by the way, a good practice for you guys is this is what I do in my life. Whenever somebody calls me, and we get a lot of spam calls, but if it's an actual person that tries to sell me something, I let them down with kindness. I said, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm not interested though, but I appreciate your efforts. Right? I want to be that person that also lets other people down gently because it doesn't feel good to me when it happens to me. So I give that right on. And I think that puts good energy out into the world and makes us just better people in general. That's my thought on that. So color coding, put it in front of you, make it visual. I think we have all kinds of good nuggets that we're going to pull out from that for you guys. Put in your chats any questions, any thoughts, and yeah, see what we have. And okay, Jason, what do we got? We have more time?
No, it's time to head to breakout.
All right, breakout. So you better get your pen and pencils ready. I'm starting to talk really quiet, so you're in trouble. No. Okay, are you setting up the breakouts, Jason? Okay, awesome. So Jason's going to set the breakouts. Stay tight, hold tight. You don't have to do anything. We will individually see you in the breakouts and do some implementation of that. Take yourself off mute. What do you think so far? Any questions?
I thought that Steve guy was incredible.
I did too. Great job.
Yeah, that Steve guys was
Very
so
helpful.
See, everybody needs to pat themselves on the back once in a while. Thank
That's
you,
right.
Beth.
You're
Thank you,
very
Beth.
welcome. I agree. It is all about the process, not the results.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you do, Bethany? Are you a color coder or what do you do in your business?
I'm sitting here with my
Look at
paper mate and
that.
all my color coded notes, and everything I do is color coded. So yeah, my calendar, everything is color coded in my world.
I tell you, I found these, can you guys see these? These are erasable pens, colored erasable pens. And I've not found, I mean, these erase beautiful. You don't even, I mean, they're so easy. I found them at Target and they come in a variety of colors. I'm like, oh my God, it's the best thing since sliced bread. So I love my colored
Same.
pencils. So
Well,
yeah.
good afternoon, guys. I'm still at my 9 to 5, so I haven't joined the league of doing it totally independent yet. So I'm on my lunch break. But as soon as I jumped in, he said attached to the process, not the outcome. When I tell you that has been the message to me all week. I can pull up YouTube and they're talking something about this phrase. He just put a little bow on it and make it and made it short and sweet, right? But that
Yeah.
has been my message. So I hear you. So yeah, thank you. I'm gonna jump in as much as I can until I can get like you guys and make the big bucks without clocking in.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, take in as much as you can. Thanks for unmuting yourself and saying, so hi, Stephanie, nice to see you. Where are you coming from?
Yeah, I met you at the downtown.
Oh, we did? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we took a picture together. I changed my hair though.
Oh, it's just, okay. Okay.
We took a picture together, remember?
Yes,
And we
now
met
when you
at
say that,
and
when you,
Bethany, you and I walked down to the corner together.
yes.
All
it's
right.
not
Hey,
fair.
Birgit, we are ready.
Okay, so hold that thought, but you changed your hair, so it's not fair.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. That's how I have fun. I amuse myself.
Okay, we're ready?
Ready. All right.
Okay.
Head into the breakouts. See you there, gang. Welcome back. I won't sing too much to you guys because I know it won't go well if I keep singing. So we're happy to have you back. Come on in, bring the energy. We are all filing back in. These breakouts are really going to help set the tone, and we want to help you guys build. That's why we're doing this. We're in the moment building so we can help your business. Let's go. All right. So super cool. Hopefully you got some good thoughts. You got your pen and paper. Keep writing it down, you guys. Jeff, I see you, man. I appreciate it. Go close it up. Congratulations, brother. Hey, before you leave, Jeff, give me a big whoop, whoop, whoop. That's it, buddy. You're the man, Jeff. Congrats on
Hey, man.
closing. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for being here too.
Thank you.
Heck yeah, I would look forward to next time, brother. I've got to remind these guys here. We got a couple stragglers. That's all right. So, Bethany, was a big breakout moment in that session there?
But we talked a lot about just the conversation, like with Steve, of marrying the process, not the results, how to stay on track, how to stay focused and not just be spinning your wheels, doing things, but not doing anything.
Yes. You've got to keep your head on your shoulders. And especially right now, we keep seeing, oh, we're busy, we're busy, we're busy. And so we hear it all too often. So stay level-headed, stay focused. And that's what, again, put these on paper, put them in front of you and make it awesome. Iain, I'm going to pull you in as well, my man. What did you guys chat about? What was some hot topics in there?
So I quickly ran through 5 things that we could do to focus on to help better ourselves with time management for 2026.
Awesome.
Some of the better takeaways I would say is prioritizing what do you need to focus on? What needs more time? Is it lead gen? Is it, I don't know, client care? Is it, I don't know, it could be marketing, it could be time blocking, whatever it is. I don't know. Prioritize what really needs your time. Think about what needed more time in 2025 and maybe prioritize in 2026. And then take action as soon as you can today, start next week with something even as small, like Karen was just telling me that she's going to buy colored pens. That's a small action, but it's a start. It's something to get the ball moving. So we can plan and plan and plan and plan. If we don't actually start buying those pens and doing little things, then nothing's going to happen. So
It's all about the pins.
I love that. Great job, you guys. And it is that small piece. So it is super important. Steve, what did you guys break out? What was a big topic you guys were discussing?
We would just went for it. I think you should talk to Lisa. I think Lisa maybe got a little bit of a breakthrough, and I'm excited for her. I really am. Yeah.
Lisa, can we put you on the spot? Let's hear it, girl.
He just gave me the best idea. I might even go back to the place I used to work to down the street. I'm doing a promotion where I promote my business and promote the restaurant at the same time because it also can build clientele for them and me. So it's a win-win-win. And if with it being a local restaurant, I know I've got a chance of doing this as long as it builds their business.
Love
But I already have one thing they've been trying to promote is their biscuits again, and that'd be one thing I could give away is biscuits, the little Italian biscuits with apple butter.
So she's still serving. I'll be quick. She's still serving. She wants to get back full-time real estate. So it would be a situation where the restaurant had this product. They want to promote it. It's a win-win situation for her and the restaurant. And she purchases the first 50 people. She gets a lender or a title to sponsor it and offset the cost. She meets everybody, lets them know that she's the one that bought them their breakfast biscuits. And then they register and she collects their information, a QR code, and builds a database and builds a business and gets out of serving and conquers and crushes life.
All right.
Boom.
That's it.
Boom. Let's go. Love
That's
it.
what we want. So we're checking back in with Lisa 12 months from now, and she would have quit her serving job. Pray to
All
God.
right. I missed half of that, but I'm all for it. Let's go.
6 months quitting serving, to be honest. I really want to quit.
Okay, let's
You
go,
can do
Lisa.
it.
Let's make it happen for
You
you.
can do it.
You've got this, one step at a time, one step moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, I think Jason was just messaging me. We're a little behind, but I knew that was going to happen. So we're going to try to move this forward. So next we're going to have Bethany and talk to me, Bethany.
Hello,
Tell me-
Birgit. All right. Hello.
Give me a quick introduction. Who's Bethany?
Hello, everyone. I'm Bethany Kempf. I live on the south side of Indiana, as Jason said. I'm an Indiana South Sider, and I am a military spouse. My husband, Joshua, is a former Army soldier, retired, 21 years. And in my business with real estate, I spend a lot of my focus working with veterans and military families, helping them utilize their benefits and take advantage of the VA loan. There's a naval base nearby, so I do a lot of PCS with that and DoD employees, etc. But I'm very passionate about talking about goals. And so I'm really excited that you gave me this opportunity today, Birgit and Jason. Thank you so much. This is something that I really enjoy. I take it very seriously. And so I'm really excited to share with you guys just a few things that I hope will be very helpful in identifying your goals, clarifying your vision, determining if your goals are big, scary goals, or are we still kind of just living in our comfort zone? I am also a mother of 4. And so, yeah, I love gardening and living in the country and doing all the fun country things. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me. So.
So we're so thrilled to have you. By the way, you guys write down Bethany, write down her name. If you have questions about like B loans or something like that, connect with Bethany. I know she'll be able to bring something to the table for you because VA loans is it's its whole animal in itself. Personally, I've never done one, so I would definitely call Bethany, say, "Hey, girl, help me out."
I am here to help for sure, for sure.
Oh,
Absolutely. However I can.
awesome. I love that. Okay, so talk to me about vision and goals for 2026.
So, yes, like I said, what I want to do with you today is help you clarify your vision, determine if those goals are big enough goals, or are we still just playing safe? I want to help you develop a process to visualizing your goals. And also, I want to introduce you to a tool that I believe might change everything for you in 2026. It's a crucial tool to help you hit all of your goals. And so, yeah, the first part of that is just kind of identifying those goals, like we talked about. Is it a big goal? Is it a goal within your comfort zone? I believe that there are three types of goals. There's an A type goal, a B type goal, and a C type goal. Your A type goals are your current results. That's a safe goal. That's what you're capable of. So for us in real estate, that might look like I sold 10 houses this year, and I want to do that again next year in 2026. That's an A type goal. B type goal would be something that you think you're capable of. It's still pretty safe, but it's a little stretchy. That B type goal might look something like, well, I sold 10 houses last year. This year, maybe I can do 15. And then a C type goal. That's what we really want to focus on today, are those C type goals. Those are those big, hairy goals, right? Those big, scary goals, big, hairy, scary goals. Those are your fantasies. Those are what you really want deep down inside. Those are the goals that will take you outside of your comfort zone.
Those big, audacious goals. Okay.
Yes, big audacious goals for
Well, whoever wants to accomplish big, audacious goal, put a C in the chat for big, audacious goals.
Yes, yes. And I know that it's very easy for us and it's familiar when we're setting our goals to just choose those A and B type goals because they are easy, they're safe, they're familiar. But today we want to dig a little deeper. So we're going to talk about goals that make you nervous and uncomfortable. And yeah, that's how we're going to get to that next level. So what I want to help you do now is help you build the fantasy of your C type goal. And how we do that is we are going to kind of take a little moment and close our eyes and do a little visualization exercise. And so while you have your eyes closed, we're going to take a couple deep breaths and you are going to start to think about what is that goal deep down inside? What is that desire that you have? What does that look like for you? Maybe it, like I said, if we were talking about I sold 10 houses last year, what would it look like if you sold 100 homes? What would that look like? How would that make you feel? What kind of person do you feel like you would show up as to be that kind of person who sold 100 homes? Continue to build that vision on the screen of your mind and get really emotionally involved with it. See it, smell it, feel it. And if you can see it on the screen of your mind, you can hold it in your hand and build the big, beautiful image of that goal. And now we're going to take that image and we're going to hold on to it. And we are going to start to impress that image on our heart and our mind. And we're going to do that by grabbing a 3x5 index card. Once you get that 3x5 index card, you're going to write down exactly what you see on the screen of your mind when you're building that image of yourself and this fantasy. You're going to write it in present tense as if it is already true, as if it has already happened, as if you're already that person living that life today. You're going to write it in a present tense. Like, I am so happy and grateful now that I am selling 100 homes a year. I am so happy and grateful now that I am a seven-figure earner. Again, you're going to write it in present tense in as few of words as possible, and you're going to date it. All right, date that, and you are going to put that somewhere where you're going to see it every single day, whether that's in your wallet, on the mirror, where you get ready every morning, on the dash of your car, whatever that looks like. You're going to take it and you're going to write it down and you are going to look at it every single day. First of all, the act of writing, Steve was talking about this. Writing things down it creates something different in your mind. You are much more likely to achieve a goal if you actually write that goal down. If it's just stored in your head somewhere, it's not really real, right? It's just kind of out there, right? Write it down and then touch it every day. And that physical touch also creates an explosion of cells in your brain and helps impress that goal onto your heart and your mind.
Ooh, I love that. Can I
Yeah,
interrupt for a second?
for sure.
Just for a second, it's such a great breaking point. I was doing an exercise and I can feel that, and it's so visual, right? So
Yes.
it created a screen of your mind.
Mhm.
It's just so good. So what do we want to have in front of us? We want to have what's our activity? What's the main
Right.
activity that we want to focus on? And next to that, have that index card that reminds you how you want to feel when you actually get to that place where you accomplish that next hairy, audacious goal. And what does that look like to you? So
Right.
two things that we need,
Yes.
basically two index cards, my activity for today and what it ties to.
Yes.
Keep going. It's
Well,
awesome.
also, when you're building that vision, think about who it is that you're helping. Who is that person that you're helping? Because your income is a direct reflection of the amount of value that you bring to the world. And so, who are you helping? What does that look like? How are you helping them? How do they feel when you're helping them? And how does that make you feel to be able to help them achieve their goals? Because as realtors, we are here to help people achieve their dreams of home ownership, right? We're here to help others achieve their goals. And to me, that makes me feel really good to help somebody achieve goals. So remember that feeling of helping others, and the more people that you can help achieve their goals, the quicker you're going to achieve your own goals, right? So if you want to take it to the next level, you can take that vision in your mind and you can write it down. You can create a script of your life. As
Yeah.
writing creates feelings, and feelings create actions, and actions create results. So that next level of creating that script is huge. And now that you've imprinted the goal on the screen of your mind, just take a step back and breathe and just step into that vision of your future self. And now it's time to act, right? Now we've built that vision. We know who we want to be. Now, what is one step that you can take in the next 24 to 48 hours that would lead you in the direction of becoming this future version of yourself? What is one step that you can take that this future version of yourself would be doing on a daily basis? And that's your action step. That's your next step. Take that vision and press it upon your heart and mind, bury it into your subconscious, revisit that goal card every single day. And that's how you're going to impress it upon your subconscious mind, is revisiting that goal card every single day, reading that goal out loud, looking in the mirror, feeling those feelings of having that goal in the present tense be your reality. And yeah, that's it. It's just take one action every single day to be that person.
Bethany, how is this, you guys? Bethany, you rock. If there was a mic drop emoji, I would say you guys drop a mic drop emoji in the chat, but there isn't one. So drop one anyways. Bethany, this was brilliant. And I think, yeah, if we just tie the vision to what we want to our action steps and just take the next step forward, it's not possible that nothing's going to happen. But we have to just remember. And so make it visual. Don't put it in a drawer. Those business plans, they usually come with vision building or whatnot. And we write it down, we're in that moment, and it goes into a drawer. And next thing we know, we're Christmas shopping, this is coming up, and it's forgotten about. So we need to have it visual. So this was brilliant. Who put this deep
Dug
in?
out some old goal cards here that I have. Some of these old dusty, musty goal cards that have been on my mirrors in random places.
Okay,
And
hold those up
they're all
again.
like color
Look at
coded.
it. Yes. And
So
so, yeah, absolutely. And does it inform volume? Absolutely. You know?
absolutely.
Yeah. And so
And
because there's so much distraction.
yes, for sure. And when you put a date on it, it's so great because then you can go back and you can revisit that. And then you're like, oh, wow, that is my life now.
Yeah.
That
And
is
that's
my
pretty,
life.
isn't that pretty awesome? It's like you
It is.
actually brought to life what you
Mhm.
wanted. It's like that manifesting and think about what you want, but manifesting is simply, you can look at another way of paying attention and being intentional about your goals.
Yes.
And being intentional, like laser focused.
And it's all.
We experience the life that we focus on. We
Mhm.
experience the life that we focus on. So let's focus on that part of life that moves the needle forward so we can get to actually to that thing that we want to, whatever that is to you. Money is power. So think about what you can do, what you can affect with additional money for your family, for your friends, for a project for society. Who knows what? I mean, it's pretty incredible when we have money because then we have options.
Yes, for sure. It's all about getting emotionally involved. When you get emotionally involved with your goal, it creates that will and that desire to avoid all the things that don't connect you closer to your goal, right? It makes it easier to say no to things that won't take you one step closer to your goal.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Love it. Brilliant. Can we get some applause? You guys take yourselves off the mic if you want. I want to hear some applause for Bethany. Go, Bethany. Woo. It was fabulous. Thank you. Do we have some more time, Jason?
It is time for another breakout, Birgit.
Not a breakout. So we're gonna get some work done again and put this
Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Of course you're ready.
Let's go. Love it.
Okay,
See you
man.
guys there. Hey, Steve, how was this breakout this round?
Good, man. It's good. I think we go off on a tangent. We went from goal setting but we broke down a little bit on how April could hit those goals.
Nice.
So
All
it was
right.
good.
Good. But it sounds like you're making some breakthroughs, though.
Oh yeah, he gives a really good suggestion.
I hope so. We hope so. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Jason, you were gonna leave us behind, weren't you?
All
Like, I do not know how to get back. Okay, we got a couple more awesome things to go. We have Ian's coming up next. And then stay put for John Dietz. You just don't want to miss him. He is such a rare gem and definitely brings some fire for us into the right direction for 2026. All right, Ian, are you ready to go?
I am ready. Now, Steve's introduction was really cool. Bethany's was life-changing, so I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So wait a minute. I'm going to start over again, by the way. Ian, are you ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, that's much.
Let's do this. I'm ready. I'm ready. Super
Okay,
happy.
let's go.
Who is Iain? Iain Main is a Scotsman living in Spain, and that rhymes, so you won't forget it. Yeah, I am a father of two. I've been in real estate for, yes, there we go, Scotland. I've been in real estate since 2019 as an agent. And yeah, currently this is my full-time gig. I know there's some other people here that are doing it on the side and want to get to that full-time place. So I encourage you to keep going. You can make it happen if you organize your time properly, like Steve said, and then set the goals and visualize it like Bethany said.
And
So,
apparently leave your pants at the door. So that's just my takeaway for today. I'm sorry. Keep going.
yeah, leave your pants and shave your head.
Yes.
So yeah, I have an extreme passion for people in general. I think that's a great passion to have if you're in real estate. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, who's got passion in real estate? I want to see a P in the chat for anyone who has passion in real estate. Woo-hoo.
Let's go. Let's see that.
Ian, you're the man. So we're going to talk today about money, everybody's favorite
Yay.
subject, or depending if we have it or not, right? Then it's
Right.
everybody's favorite or least favorite subject, depending what that is. Okay, awesome. I
Exactly.
love all these P's. Let's go. Okay, so let's talk about budgeting.
Yes. Budgeting. It's what some people fear because they think it's a limitation, and it's not that if you learn how to do it properly and actually see how it provides more results, efficiency, and clarity within your business. So yes, let's talk budgeting. It's not something that I did for a long time, and it was fairly recently, I would say, that I started budgeting in a very, very simple way, and it had small effects, positive effects on things in my life, which when you start seeing results in something, it motivates you to do more. You don't get motivated and then take action. You take action, which then later motivates you. So like the gym, if you start going to the gym and start seeing physical results, you're like, oh, this works. Let's do more of it.
Yeah.
Very similar thing. Can I see in the chat or hands up or what? Does anybody here actually really budget? And if you lie, you're only lying to yourself. I mean, really,
we can see
really
you.
budget.
We can see you if you're lying. It's going to come up in red.
Yeah, I mean, really budget. Like, do you take it seriously? 'Cause money comes in. Are you splitting it up? Is it going into different accounts? Is it going into different places?
I'm putting mine is going in as a lower cap B because sometimes I'm very good at it and sometimes I'm just not. So
Right, exactly. And it can be extremely simple budgeting, like, okay, money comes in and 10% goes there, and that's it. That's something. It's not nothing. I know that Jason's crazy with it. He has like a billion different bank accounts and it gets split up into little percentages, and like $1 will go there and 50 cents there. But it's all done with a purpose. It's huge. And when you see not consistent, I think the consistency thing is everybody's downfall when it comes to anything, really. That's why he won't buy me lunch. Yeah, yeah. See, the bank account he has for buying Steve lunch is very, very small percentage, so it might take a while. But it's huge. And when you see results coming through, if you put X amount away for, let's just say, everybody's first budgeting account, putting money away for should be an emergency fund. No matter what you do, where you are, who you are, an emergency fund comes first. Always. Don't go head over heels into the S&P 500 and Bitcoin and whatever else, or in your marketing for your business. If you don't have that emergency fund and something happens, you're screwed. That's where I had my first experience with budgeting in a positive sense, because I created a very small emergency fund, and lo and behold, I had an emergency. I bought a new car. My car broke down. My car's actually broken down like 6 times this year. It was a terrible purchase. But that first time it happened, it was an expensive fix. And I was able to do it freely and very proud of myself because I had budgeted specifically for things like this. And when that happens, yeah, who else whose car is broken down? Let me know which one it was because I need to get rid of mine. When you see those results, it's so much easier for it to become a habit. That's what I was getting at. We need to create these habits. And when you see the results happening for you, you get excited for it and it becomes a habit. No Dodge Durangos. Okay, keep that in mind. Don't see many of them in Spain anyway, so.
So since you started, let me ask you this, since you started, what's the biggest shift that you've seen?
The biggest shift for me, and this is maybe a little unexpected, I'm able to put money aside that comes in as a percentage, goes out as a percentage, and it's specifically for contributing to other things. For example, it could be charity work. It could be, it's specifically for helping others. So one of the biggest shifts for me was that budgeting actually helped me contribute more to the community, which I didn't even think was a thing that would ever come of this, but it did. I read a really good book. I hope that you've all heard of it, called The Richest Man in Babylon. I can't remember, it's Clayson. I can't remember the name of the author, something Clayson.
Richest Man in Babylon. Put that in the chat, Jason, would you? Please.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it was in that book that I read about putting some away for contributing to a charity or just doing good for other people. And it was from that moment onwards that I just started doing that. And it was a very small percentage when I first started out, because if you're struggling for money, if you've ever struggled for money before, what this is like, you're like, I have money coming into the account. I need to feed my family. How on earth am I going to put away a little bit for the dog shelter or for my favorite charity or whatever it is? I need that to eat. And I know it's very difficult, but if you can't do it with $100 that comes in, you won't do it with the 1,000 or then the 10,000 or the million. So again, it goes back to building a habit. It needs to become a habit no matter how small those amounts are.
Love it. And does that drive motivation for us to do our daily activities? I would say, yeah, right? Give me a hands up if you think that drives motivation when we think towards somebody else. Exactly. Yeah. So if we think today, give us a tactical nugget that people can implement today if they wanted to get started with some sort of budgeting, or what can they do?
Go online, open a free bank account, whatever that is for you in your country, wherever you are. And every time you have money come in, put 5% away into it. Decide what it needs to be for. It could be investing. I think everybody should be investing in something, whether it's stock market or whatever it could be. Put 5% away into that. It could be for education. Maybe you need to save up for courses, seminars. You want to go see Tony Robbins in Germany next year. Well, that 5% can go towards that. If you don't know what you need to budget for yet because you didn't follow Bethany's suggestions and you don't have your goals very clear yet, it's okay. Just start. Put 5% away. 5%, 5%, 5%. It's maybe money that you might not notice if you're okay economically. Otherwise, make it become a habit. It might be difficult to begin with, but you'll feel so much better with it afterwards. And when you see it growing and growing and growing, it's just the best feeling in the world. So that's what I do. Open a free bank account and put a little bit in every time money comes in.
Great. I love that. Thanks so much, Iain. That was amazing. I love it. So now we know what our activities are because we have them in the business planning. You guys did that over the last 2 hours in some business planning. So put them in a time bound, right? Make time management, number one thing. Say, okay, if I need to do these 5 activities or these 5 reach outs, I need to do them consistently on this time or around that time. So make that really specific and then tie it to who do I need to become in order to do that? Who do I need to become? And then give yourself something that when you look towards it, you feel really stinking proud of yourself that you did that and you were able to contribute like that on a bigger scale, right? That's how we implement our business plan, and it turns from this dusty thing in a drawer to something that actually becomes useful. How on time, Jason?
I think there was a song that says, "Time is not on my side." I think it goes something like that, but that's okay. We are learning and making things happen. But Birgit, I'm glad you asked because we are ready for another breakout session. This is going to be a speed breakout, a quick 5 minute. So as you guys head in there, we may only hit 1 or 2, maybe 3 questions on our sheets too. So let's go rock it out. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready. Let's
We
go.
are ready. Let's go. Let's talk about money. Hello there, Jason.
Hi, peeking. I'm just peeking.
You may, so it's been a minute since you've done that. Something like that just allows you to get back that vision and that driver for coming back into the business. For the sake of the exercise, so as best as you can, and you can do that numerous times over. I will be sending those exercises out as I reach out to everybody. So I'll make sure of that. 3 numbers that usually tend to matter, so many numbers that can matter, but we can also go in a rabbit hole when it comes to numbers. So you want to think about operating expenses, what that looks like, how much money might go in marketing and lead gen, and what goes into taxes. So if you don't know right now, because you're in the planning phases of how you kick this off for next year, give it a best guess on previous years based maybe on
what we know about those numbers.
Yeah, just kind of do those numbers from previous years.
I do, and
Roughly.
this is gonna sound really silly, but my moment this year is every year I'm like, why aren't I getting ahead? Like I don't understand why I can't get over it. And not only is everything getting more expensive, so that's not helping, right? But I have been budgeting for my personal expenses. I know my mortgage and my expenses, utilities are all this. Okay. I've been budgeting over here and I transfer money from business account to personal every year, every month to pay that. And while I was catching up on my QuickBooks, I was like, oh my gosh, I know the problem. I'm not budgeting my business expenses whatsoever. So I'm
Great
like, and I know that
realization.
sounds crazy, but like I was just like, yeah, I knew what I needed to live. And then like no wonder I can't get ahead because I have this bucket over here of business that I just keep spending and I'm not like budgeting the two of them together.
All right, all right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Ian, what was going on with you guys?
Well, we discussed budgeting. Funny enough, I wanted to make a good point on really creating a different account that really truly contributes to other people. I know that we should definitely budget for the business. That's a no-brainer. Everybody should be doing that because you can create a predictable business if you budget. And in real estate, if you don't have a predictable business, you don't know when you're going to sell. And if you don't sell, then your kids don't eat.
That's something that we want to be able to budget. I heard a lot of vulnerability coming out. There was a lot of transparency. I peeked into a couple rooms while you guys were doing your thing, and I saw this happening. And this is those growing moments when you could tear down that ego, when you could be vulnerable, share those things that, hey, they make you uncomfortable, but it's going to level you to a new level. Birgit, what did you guys learn? What was going on in your neck of the woods there?
I think today we learned that sometimes we need to get back to motivation to come to the business to actually plan for it and doing certain and then just doing micro steps in order to move us in the right direction when it even comes to business. Also, we've learned today that sometimes you might forget that there's business expenses and you don't even realize that you should budget for them. So there's all kinds of different ways that you can think about it, or that it happens in your head as you're thinking about budgeting. But yeah, we want to budget for life and for our business. So we make sure that everything is covered. And I always say when it comes to budgeting, have 3 checking accounts. We want business, savings, taxes. That's the minimum that we should have. I don't know what's going on with Jason. He has his own thing going, but, and that's okay. But yeah, so a minimum of 3. That's what I always say. All right, you ready to move on?
We are ready. It is main event time. And yeah,
Main
man, it has been such fire, Birgit. Haven't you agreed? These guys and gals
Yeah,
bring in energy, bring in awesomeness, and let's put a little icing on this cake, shall we?
yes, let's do that. Let's do it. We're going to bring on John Dietz, amazing sales coach, mentor, real estate rock star, and everything else that he is. So I'm just going to say, hey, John, so glad, so grateful of your time that you were able to join us today. Tell us about you.
Well, first of all, Birgit, thank you so much for this opportunity. And Jason, thank you. So, speaking of energy, cameras create energy. So, if anybody doesn't have their camera on and you're able to put your camera on, please do, because I want to see your beautiful faces. And if not, that's totally okay.
Love that.
So, thank you, Sophie. So, I got my real estate license in 2002. Started out as a part-time real estate agent, sold one home in the first 6 months, sold 60 houses in the next 6 months after that, went on to sell an average of over 100 homes a year for the next 13 years. I got out of production in 2015 to be a team leader for Keller Williams. I got my start at KW, like who hasn't gotten their start at KW? So I think a lot of us have. Was a team leader for Keller Williams for 7 years, which if that model, that's like a lifetime. The average Keller Williams team leader lives 18 months, and I made it 7 years. And I also have a business that I'm running on the EXP platform that's going really well. My passion is people. I always tell everyone, and this is kind of the theme to my Survive to Thrive coaching call, which by the way, Jason, I know we can share that in the chat if anybody wants to join. Also, self-promotion here. My YouTube channel should be in the chat as well. You guys can jump on there and follow me there. Got over 1,000 training videos on YouTube. So when you look at Survive to Thrive, we all start in survival and we go from survival to stability. We go from stability to success and from success to significance and then finally legacy. Now, not everybody makes it to those top two, and that's totally okay. But I live in legacy, in significance and legacy. My job is to pour into people and to inspire them to do the things that inspire them in order to build a better life, a path to financial freedom and legacy wealth. Married 30 some years, I don't know, I quit counting. And two amazing children, 29 years old and 24 years old, and my grandson, Brady, who is everything. So, Birgit, that's who I am.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you so much. And you guys, absolutely. If you have not checked out John Dietz's Survive to Thrive calls, check them out. They are amazing. There's so much value and so many awesome nuggets in there. I have become such a fan of those calls. So I'm there pretty much every day too, because I usually contribute, but just to soak up all the good stuff. There's so much to learn in there. So if you guys have not checked that out, check it out. Monday to Friday from 9 to 9:30. It's amazing. So yeah. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about focus.
Yeah, so if you're taking notes, which by the way is code for take notes, I want you to write at the top of the page, be so focused that noise can't find you. Now, I probably speak with an average of 100 real estate agents a day. And one of the things that is very, very common is one of the biggest challenges you guys have is focus. Your mind is going everywhere. You have external distractions, internal distractions. And if you have ADD like I do, squirrel, and you just anything is going to distract you, right, Steve Pugh? And
I hear that.
okay, there you go. Steve keeps the squirrel.
Yeah.
Look, go. All right. So be so focused that noise can't find you. The first thing I want you to write down is clarity. So you must be crystal clear about what you want. And I'm a big believer that words matter. So pay really close attention. It's crystal clear, not kind of clear, not mostly clear, but crystal clear about what you want. Vague goals produce vague results. If you set a goal to sell more homes and you sold 12 homes in 2025 and you sell 13 in 2026, you've hit your goal. You've sold more homes. But is that really what you wanted? I'm thinking probably not. I'm thinking you had a bigger goal than that, but you didn't hit the goal because you didn't set the goal. And the only thing worse than a goal you can't see is a goal that you don't have. So write it down and be super crystal clear about what it is you want. Vague goals produce vague results. And
Absolutely.
Birgit, if we can go back and forth here, because I
Yep.
know you and I have taught this
Yep.
before, and everybody here, I live by the interruption rule, which means
I'm
never
coming
interrupt
right in
flow.
there. So prefrontal cortex, here I come with my neuroscience approach. I'm applied neuroscience coach. So our prefrontal cortex, that guy, this thing up here that was built for us to think and plan and move forward, loves specificity. If we're not specific about what we want, it can't go to work for you. What happens? We go into fight or flight and we check out. So be specific about what you want.
So good. Birgit just makes me sound smarter, guys. So one of the reasons why I like her so much is, okay, so the next thing I want you to write down is concentration. Once what matters, you must give it your full attention. So again, words matter, full attention, not most of your attention, not some of your attention, not some of your attention for a little while until you get distracted, but your full attention. So for example, let's go back to that goal of selling 24 homes in 2026. Now, I know as a real estate agent, as a leader, and as a coach, the one thing I do every day that is going to get me to that goal of 24 sales is lead generation. It's my number one job until I've hit my standards for the day, which is 10 conversations and 2 appointments booked, whichever comes last. And that gets my full attention until it's done.
Attention, let me come in there. Attention is a survival function. Attention is a survival function. You're like, what? What are you talking about? If something feels threatening, that like calling a lead or somebody that might say no, your brain scatters focus on purpose. It will scatter because it says, nope, it's a threat. We're not going there. We're not doing it. So attention is built as a survival mechanism. So just realize that, bring it back, take a deep breath, and go back to what you were doing.
Good stuff. So I live by the 5 foot rule, which means if you were to look at my desk right around me, within 5 feet, there's nothing that can distract me. And I've turned all the notifications off on my computer so I don't see somebody liked a post I wrote, or I got a new message, or I got another email. It's dial talk, dial talk, dial talk until I've hit those 10 conversations and 2 appointments booked. All right. So the second thing I want you to write down, or the next thing I want you to write down, is consistency. Focus is a habit. We talk about people who have really good focus, and we're like, oh my gosh, Birgit's so focused. April is
I
so
wish sometimes.
focused. And I would say that focus is a myth. What people who look focused, what they've done is they've created a habit that becomes focus. So consistency. Focus is a habit. It's showing up day after day, working on what matters most. So pay attention again here, guys. It's day after day. It's not some days. It's not most days. It's not when I feel like it. It is day after day, focusing on what matters most. If you think of that what's the one thing that I can do such that by doing it, everything else becomes easier and necessary, it's your first domino. And you focus on that first domino every day. And what happens is when you knock over that first domino, it knocks over the next domino and the next domino, and it creates something called geographic progression, which basically means that domino number one can knock over domino number two, which is 50% larger than domino number two, or domino number one, and then domino number three, which is 50% larger. And by the 83rd domino, you're at the Eiffel Tower.
I love it. So listen, if scrolling media feels safer than picking up the phone, ask yourself, so what do you think, which behavior are you going to automate? What do you think you're going to automate in your brain? Which behavior? And so it's not that you can't do your task because you're unmotivated, but it's because your brain wires the habits based on what you do. It's based on repetition and emotional safety. If your brain says that watching something on Netflix feels safer than making those calls, it's going to continue to do that and reward you for it.
So the 5 enemies of focus. Number one, external distractions. We all have external distractions. Steve Pugh is one of my coaching clients, and I'm on the call. I'm calling you out here, Steve. And I'm on Zoom in an appointment with him, and somebody comes in and talks to him, or somebody yells at him from the next room, or he gets a phone call and he starts doing this. I'm like, dude, look at me. We're talking here. And Steve, tell me I'm lying. And
look at his face. I think he knows you're not lying.
You're spot on, sir. That's Jason Justak. He's calling me too, by the way. Sorry.
See? Okay. So here's the thing. If you were in a boat and you were a mile offshore, now I live in Palm Harbor, Florida, which is on the Gulf Coast. I live about a half a mile from the Gulf of Mexico, so I spend a lot of time on the water. If you and I were on a boat and the boat sank a mile offshore, what's our one thing? It's swim to shore. Now, let's say, Birgit, you and I are in that boat and we're swimming to shore. Are we going to stop external distractions, guys? Are we going to stop to talk about what April put on Facebook that morning? Are we going to stop to talk about Lisa? Did you hear what Lisa said? No, I didn't hear what Lisa said. And we're back and forth. Are we going to check our emails? Are we going to look at text messages? No, of course not. We are swimming to shore. We've got focus. So every day when you show up, your boat sank, you're a mile offshore, your 1 mile swim to shore is 10 conversations and 2 appointments booked.
Yeah, novelty hijacks dopamine, and that's why we get hooked. Novelty hijacks dopamine. It will support exactly that thing that you put attention to. So whether that's notifications, whether it's kids, noise, MLS alerts, the person that sticks their head in the office, Steve, I mean, yes. And so it's that kind of thing. So pay attention to that. Go.
Yes. Okay. So number two, five things that five enemies of focus, internal distractions. It's the noise that's going on up here. And we all deal with this. I mean, raise your hand if this is you. You're reading a book, you've read 3 pages, and you stop, Bethany. Bethany, by the way, there's somebody else here with the same last name. Okay, I lost them. Where'd they go?
That's my amazing husband, Josh.
I kind of thought, oh, there he is. Okay.
What areas?
Hey, Josh. Okay. So, by the way, that was a distraction, everybody. Okay. So, raise your hand if this is you. You're reading a book, you've just read 3 pages, and you think, I don't even know what I read. I've been thinking about what I got to do that day, pick up the kids, take them to school, take them, go shopping. I've got this going on, I've got that going on. And you're like, I read 3 pages. I don't even know what I read. That's those internal distractions that are robbing you of what matters most. Go, Birgit.
Yeah, so usually it's worry, self, fear of rejection. Those tend to be the things that worry us as real estate agents the most, other than and where is my money coming from, right? So if your internal noise is louder than anything outside, it creates so much distraction, then again, that you can't be here. If you are not here and you're back here in your fight or flight systems, then you can't think. Why? Because if we're swimming to shore on that boat, and we're focusing on swimming and surviving and not drowning, we're not going to write a dissertation about it in a moment. We need to focus on swimming. So our bodies are designed that when we're freaking out, we can't think. It's just how it is. And so the best way to get out of that is just to be aware of it and allow yourself to come back here where you can get back into your thinking brain.
All right. So number three,
Go.
the lack of energy management. We're all made up of energy. Everything is made up of energy. And you manage energy in order to make sure that you're bringing high energy to the things that matter most. That's why lead generation should happen first thing in the morning every day, by the way. It's not because that's when everybody's home, that's when they're going to answer the phone. It's for one reason. It's because that's when your energy is the highest. And the other thing you need to do in order to manage energy is work in blocks. I know for me, for example, I can work for about 20 minutes, super laser focused without losing any focus whatsoever. But after 20 minutes, my mind starts to wander. So I have a timer that sits on my desk and it goes off every 20 minutes, which is a reminder, John, take a 5-minute break. I take a 5-minute break and then I come back and I'm laser focused for 20 minutes. Go, Birgit.
Absolutely. You think it's time management, but it's actually brain energy management. Our brain is not a machine. We only have so many brain calories to spend on a given day. There's no human alive that can put in 10, 12 hours of focused work. It just doesn't exist. Our brain needs downtime. At max, our brain is capable of doing 4 hours of focused work. Never, never anymore. And even that is a stretch. So we need to rest and allow our brain to give rest if we really want to focus. Spend your day rather doing 8 hours of a little bit here, a little bit there. 15-minute focus, take a break. Focus, take a break. You will get more done if you do it like that, and if you just sit there behind your desk for 6 hours playing on your computer.
Hey, number four, Poor prioritization. Oh, I can't say this word. Birgit, I struggled with it the other day.
You're making me say it. Prioritization.
Thank you. What she said. So I hear all the time, well, John, everything is important. And I get it. And sometimes it feels like it is. And we don't prioritize. I'll just go back and just be a broken record here. The one thing I can do, such that by doing it, everything else becomes easier or unnecessary, is lead generation. It's getting on the phone, making calls until I've had 10 conversations and I've talked to and I've scheduled 2 appointments. Go, Birgit.
Okay, absolutely. So prioritization, when overwhelmed, our brain defaults to the easiest task. That's simply the way it goes, not the highest ROI task. So that's when you end up redoing your website instead of calling your 6 warm leads, reaching out to your sphere of influence or planning for an open house, right? So when we think of prioritization, we want to make sure that we have a handle on that, because overwhelm, again, goes right back to fight or flight, instead of allowing us to stay in our thinking brain. That's what we always have to remember. When we're avoiding, we're back here or somewhere in there, under there.
All right, number 5.
Yes, go.
Perfectionism. So raise your hand if this sounds like you. I am getting ready to get ready. Okay. Ready, fire, aim, or ready, aim, fire. Which one describes you? I am a ready, fire, aim guy. Now, ready, aim, fire is not a bad thing, but here's when it becomes a enemy focus, is when it's ready, aim, 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 aim. And I'm like, when are you going to pull the freaking trigger? It's time to shoot. Go, Birgit.
Yeah, perfectionism really is the biggest lie in real estate. It isn't, I want it perfect. It's, I'm afraid someone might judge me, right? And so perfectionism really so often translates into micro avoidance in disguise, instead of just putting it out there and adjusting from there. So instead of having it perfect, just put it out there, see what comes from it, adjust it, go on and move from there. Go.
Bethany, I couldn't agree more. Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. Yes. Super smart.
Yes.
I like Bethany. She's my new favorite.
Oh, gold star for Bethany.
Here's a quote for you. And I'm going to say this one slower, so I'm going to slow down for a moment because I want everybody to write this down. The quality of your life will be in direct proportion to your ability to focus on what matters most. The quality of your life will be in direct proportion to your ability to focus on what matters most, not what's loudest, not what's newest, not what's easiest, what matters most.
Okay, I've redone this quote. So one more time, the quality of your business is directly tied to your ability to focus on what matters most. The quality of your business is directly tied to your ability to focus on what matters most, not what's loudest, easiest, or most urgent.
Yeah. Erica, I do not take action. I should. So, Erica, all my coaching clients know this. I have a lot of words that are not allowed. And one of the words that is not allowed is should.
No, we don't should ourselves, never.
No, don't should all over yourself.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm going to restate what you wrote here. Up until this point, I have not taken action. From this point forward, I am. Okay. Your subconscious is listening to you, by the way. So when you say things, whether or not, your subconscious is listening, and 90% of every decision you made is made at the subconscious level. So it's super important that you speak to yourself and you say the right things in order to program this.
Absolutely.
A computer, you program it just like you would program a computer.
Yeah, and ask a counter question. What if I were to take an action today? What if I were to take just one action? What if I were to take action? What's the worst thing that happen?
There you go. All right. Almost finished here, guys. I got 2 more things for you. Your distractions reveal your priorities.
Your distractions reveal what your brain believes will keep you safest, not what will move your business forward.
All right, here's my last thing. Master the art of saying no to the noise so you can say yes to your purpose. Master the art of saying no to the noise so you can say yes to your purpose. So I read this really awesome book. The book is 10x is easier than 2x. And the whole idea behind 10x is easier than 2x is because if you're going to 10x your goals, you have to get really, really good at saying no to things. It's not about the things you say yes to, it's about the things you say no to. So you want to have a 10x filter. And the 10x filter means that anything that I am going to do, conversation I'm going to have, anything that I have the opportunity to say yes to has to make it through my 10X filter, which is, does this get me closer to my 10X goal? And if the answer, Steve, listen to me, I'm speaking to you, my friend. If this doesn't get me to my 10X goal, then it's no.
I love that. I'm just going to finish up with saying your brain's job, our brain's job is not sales, it's survival. It's not sales, but it is survival. So if you can learn how to regulate your brain and what's going on in there, then you can regulate your business and have an amazing business. There's nothing that you can't do if once you understand it.
That's a wrap for me.
I think that's a wrap for me. I don't know. I think that was
I love
pretty
it, you
good.
guys. Hey, John, real fast, can you repeat that last one before 10X we had Marcy was asking?
I don't know. Somebody hit the rewind button.
It was the one about saying no. It was your last point.
Okay, so you've got to say no to things. It's not the things you say yes to that are going to get you closer to your goal. It's about the things you say no to. And you have a 10X filter. And the 10X filter is something you put everything in. So if I get a call from someone that says, "Hey, can you blank?" I am going to respond with, does this thing that I'm being asked to do move me closer to my 10X goal? And if the answer is no, it does not, then my response is, I would love to do that. However, I'm not going to be able, I'm going to have to say no at this time.
I have a quote that's in my office in front of me. It's from, I don't know his name right now, but Northwestern rowing coach, Northwestern University in Illinois. And he would always say to his guys, whatever you do on the weekend, it doesn't matter. Just keep one thing in mind. Will it help to make the boat go faster? Will it help to make the boat go faster? That is one of my guiding quotes that always just resets it for me every single time.
What one of the biggest takeaways too with this, when you guys are writing this stuff down, implement it into your work. It's one about showing up. That's great. But now take it and run with it. And we're all here to support you.
That's right.
So just reach out to any one of us. I know you can.
And come to those calls in the morning. I can't say it enough. Nothing puts more energy in my day. And I am a pretty energetic person when it comes to getting up and doing things. But that just adds extra to my day right there. The Survive to Thrive calls, I just love them.
Are the calls, John, are your calls on YouTube? Is that where you're doing these calls every morning?
Well, no, they're live.
Okay.
So in order to be, and Jason just put it in the chat again, in order to be on that call, you simply hit that link and you're live on the call with me every day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 9:30.
Very nice. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome stuff in there, really. Okay. Anything else, you guys? If not, might shut it down.
I was trying to type and write, and so my hand's really hurting. So work that out and then really get going on this stuff because I'm excited. It was just amazing to have each and every one of you guys here. Iain and Bethany, Steve, you guys brought tremendous energy and insight. And thank you all for showing up because you guys were such a vital part. Everybody, I'm talking about everybody on this call because you were doing those breakout sessions and making it happen. You're implementing your business today. You are building your business today. Super proud of you. And then John, thank you for joining us. Always a wealth of information. It's an honor to be in the same room as you. And Birgit, always amazing. I love you. You're great.
I appreciate all of you. You guys were awesome.
Make it a great day, everybody.
Just ask, just stay. Just ask, just stay. You should just ask, just stay. Just ask, just stay. You should just ask, just stay.